What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I am Stacia. This is my guest, Asha.
Hey, you too.
So we're going to do like a review of Dahmer, the Jeffrey Dahmer story on Netflix. So, what do you have any thoughts on it?
So
it was a lot of stuff going on in that show. Let's just say that a lot of brutal, gruesome stuff. So
yeah, it definitely was. And this is what I wanted to say too. Like, I know this isn't like the first, Jeffrey Dahmer type of docuseries type of thing, but it was. I like this one better than all the other ones, honestly. I mean, but so like, out of 5 stars, what would you rate it?
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. I'll give it that too.
I haven't seen the older ones.
Yeah, but those were like more like actual.
They don't really look that good. I mean, I haven't seen it, but they don't really look that good. So that's my opinion. Have you seen?
And then they keep coming out with more. Like, I see there's another one on Netflix, which I think it's kind of excessive. I know it's October and stuff like that, but y'all was cool with the first one. But it was 5 out of 5 for me. It was really good as far as the storytelling. I love the characters.
Oh yeah. Evan Peters killed that role.
Yeah. You got Niecy Nash
really
in there.
Evan Peters. Niecy Nash. Everybody did good.
Yeah, they did. It was pretty good as far as casting and production and stuff like that. So like, what would you say that stood out to you the most? Like, what scenes?
That's a really hard one. Like, what made me kind of mad was when Niecy Nash, aka Glenda Cleveland. So she was like the next door neighbor of Jeffrey Dahmer, and she was like hearing, like, I think it was like from episode 1. So Jeffrey Dahmer like was making all these like noises and with his power tools, and was like and there was like screaming coming from his room. And so Glenda Cleveland, Niecy Nash, who played Glenda Cleveland, she was like, what is good? Because she was hearing all those noises coming from the vent from her apartment or his apartment, and she was like, what is that noise? She was saying like, oh, I'm hearing screaming and stuff, and like, and what made me mad was like, she kept calling the police saying, oh, she's hearing people screaming, she feel like somebody's getting murdered, and just all those. I think she said from episode 7 or 1 that she thinks somebody's getting killed, there's probably fighting going on next door, and she kept calling the police saying all that stuff was going on, but they was like, hey, we'll be there, and they never showed up. Like, and that kind of made me mad with all those phone calls she made, and just, I feel like the police didn't really care, like, and just all that stuff that was going on. And I blame the police system of what all that happened, because like there was like racism and just a lot of police enforcement involved, and so I do blame all that too. And so it was just crazy that all that stuff went on, and I just feel like the police didn't care. Like, so many lives would have been saved if the police listened.
For sure. Yeah, the police were just as responsible, really, for the tragic deaths of the victims and stuff like that, because it's like, y'all were getting all these calls, and then when they let that one episode, when they thought a child was an adult. Yeah, that 14-year-old boy. Yeah, like, and then how they were harassing his dad after the fact, giving him all those racist calls and stuff like that. That was that really did it for me. Like, that really made me almost more upset with the police than, because it was just like really, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't win for anything. And when I say we can't win, like, black people and of course other people of color, because it's like we're not protected at all. We are not safe. The police are not here to really protect us like they say they are. Otherwise that wouldn't have happened. You know what I'm saying? They made a joke out of it, like I said, harassing the 14-year-old boy's father and family. That's insane. And then like at the end, where I see like there's not even a memorial for them up, where the the building once was. They could have at least got how y'all coming out with more docuseries and stuff, but y'all ain't even got like a memorial or anything set up.
Crazy.
Like that's insane to me.
They should really have a memorial for them.
Yeah.
Like, and that really makes me mad too. Till this day, they don't have a memorial for them.
No.
Oh my goodness.
And it's crazy, but like I said, overall, like it was great storytelling. It was good to, cause I don't really follow like serial killers. I wasn't huge on looking into serial killers and things like that until like this kind of came out. So I really wasn't too familiar with the actual story.
Yeah.
But until I saw this and did further research, it's like, wow.
I know. I mean, a lot of people know who Jeffrey Dahmer is because of the series. So.
Yeah, right. Because I heard his name, like a Ted Bundy.
I heard those names. Yeah.
But you don't really look into them. Like, well, not me. At least, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I took a criminal justice class, so
that's what it was.
Yeah, that's how I knew, like Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, and all that. So just like this.
But I mean, it was great. It was definitely a great story. While it's very sad, very, very sad. I mean, but at the end of the day, they dropped the ball. The whole police department, everybody failed. The victims.
And I think episode 9 or 10 was when Jeffrey Dahmer went to prison, and he was like, I heard like it actually in real life too, that he was making food out of like body parts and stuff, and he was like putting ketchup to make it look like blood or whatever, and he was like really trying to act like it was like a body part or something. He was really like a lot of inmates were like mad about that. Like I feel like he had no remorse of what he did, and he didn't care. So that was really that.
You seen that one when he was talking to the police, and he was not the police, his lawyer, his attorney. Like, I did it.
Yeah.
And it was just like, okay, here you go.
Yeah.
Like there it is. This is what type of person he is, and he's saying that he's admitted to that. He know he's sick. He know he's he needed. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
It was definitely like, wow, like how you wonder, like, what triggers people to do like certain things. Like you gotta be like toe up in the mind to you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be really.
And they said he wasn't insane. They said he was not insane.
Yeah, he probably wasn't insane.
That's crazy.
It's not even a mental thing. I think it's like a genetic thing because
because I think his dad said that he had the same kind of, was it fantasies like he did?
Yeah, sick. Yeah, it was embedded in his DNA to be like that. So
it's just like, it was just sad, especially like his childhood. His parents fought a lot, and his mom left him, and that
roadkill science experiments. That was outrageous,
really hard, and that can that can really affect someone's life. Just what all he went through with his parents. I mean, he was lonely. And it's just crazy how that just like escalated to turning him into like one of the biggest serial killers. Like that's just a demon. That's just it's just crazy and just disturbing to really like think about. Like it's just so.
And like the main targets was like black people and stuff. Like sick.
Oh yeah,
it's very sick.
Just, and it's like I've seen people on TikTok showing like the actual pictures. Like,
that's one thing I couldn't.
Yeah, I was like, wait, y'all need to stop with that, because that's just I couldn't.
Man, like how he was doing.
Like people were like really trying to like look it up, and I'm like, why are y'all really trying to look up the real? Like, are y'all trying to get traumatized?
Listen,
like,
could you imagine being a neighbor though? Like,
oh gosh,
really having to experience that, like the type of PTSD. You see, she was having symptoms of PTSD during the towards the end of the series because of that.
Yeah,
like that has to be trauma. Just hearing like he was in there.
Yeah.
And
I saw it on they had another Netflix show called the Jeffrey Dahmer tapes.
Yeah.
And I watched that, and one of his neighbors said that, you know, he had a clean cut when he moved in. He was all nice and everything. He was quiet. He didn't really want to be bothered with anybody. But I remember one time, I think it was one episode of that show, one of his neighbors asked him, because his neighbor's sister's wedding was that day and he didn't have no money, and so Jeffrey Dahmer gave him like $60, and he was like, oh, go get your sister something. And that was like, I was like, wait, like, because that neighbor had no idea what was going on in his apartment. In Jeffrey Dahmer's apartment. Like, it's just crazy how you think some people may look nice, but you don't know what's going on behind those closed doors. You don't know, they may like I said, people are crazy. So
yeah, you really don't know.
Like, it's just crazy. Like, when I heard about that, I was like, wow, like, he gave you like $60, which is good, but like, you're talking to a crazy person. Like, you don't know what's right when he shut that door. You don't know what's going on. You have no idea what's going on in that room.
And they're cooking folks.
Oh gosh, I could not imagine. Like, I felt bad for his neighbors that had to hear all that and had to go through that. Like, that's just crazy.
Overall, though, definitely learned something about, you know, about the situation, period. Like I said, because I was pretty unfamiliar, but I definitely learned a lot and really opened my eyes to like a lot of stuff, for real.
I remember that one episode where it was episode 7 where, like, because he was about to get evicted, and so I don't know, that scene just so Jeffrey knocked on Glenda's door and he was like, I'm sorry, please don't. He was like, can you please take back the complaint? He was like, I won't cook anymore. Linda was like, no. Right. Like, that scene, and then when I'm sorry for anybody, I'm sorry for the spoilers, but so I guess, so Jeff came in Glenda's apartment and he was trying to give her a sandwich, and she was like, what's in there? I don't know what's in that.
Right.
And Jeff was like, oh, I made it just for you. And he was like, that scene was
weird and creepy because he was acting weird.
I was like,
any person
what is going on?
If he really acted like that, like, any person in their right mind wouldn't have ate that. Come on.
Oh my goodness. That scene gave me chills. I was like, what in the world?
Talk about it, some type of pulled pork.
I was like,
I heard somebody actually was eating, like he was actually feeding his neighbors.
Oh wow.
So people was probably yeah.
That scene was like, wait, I was like, please don't eat that sandwich. I was telling her, I was like, looking at please don't eat that.
Like,
but that scene was, whew.
It was just meat on bread too.
Like, that just, it was just a lot of scenes in that show that really, like, gave me chills. Like, this whole series gave me chills. Like, I had to stop at episode 3 because it was just so much that was going on, and I just had to process everything. I had to take a break. I was like, whoa, there's just so much going on. So
I was feeling anxious. Like,
I was nervous. I did too.
What is about to happen here?
I know. It's like one of those shows where, like, what's going to happen next?
Yeah,
like,
very kept me on my toes.
It really,
sure.
Oh yeah, it did.
They did a good job at that. But yeah, overall, it was a good series.
Oh yeah.
You know, I recommend anyone, you know, take a look.
If you want to. It is a cautious.
Yeah,
and a warning.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
if you're not mentally prepared to watch it,
right,
I would not recommend it. If you don't like, you know, I don't know,
get triggered by stuff like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, don't check it out. But you know, if you ain't watched it yet, go watch it. See what you see, how you like it.
But prepare yourself because it is a lot.
Definitely.
But yeah, the show was good though. It's just crazy how that really happened in real life, and it's crazy how he got away with that for like almost a decade, over a decade actually.
It's a long time.
But like I said, I blame the system. Racism.
I blame his parents.
His parents too. I blame the racism. I blame the parents, the police enforcement. So,
Yeah. Unfortunate, but I mean,
yeah,
definitely a huge lesson learned.
And the ending, episode 10. Oh gosh. Do you know much about the Scarver, the one who killed him?
Oh, the inmate.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't really look into him. I've been seeing some stuff though, like some Twitter threads about him.
He's still alive, I think. Yeah. I think they said he's made a couple books. I think he's like an author or something.
Dang, so he's doing well. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. So, oh gosh, with that scene. I think, Dahmer, he deserved that. Like,
what? I was geeked. Yes.
He deserved that. Like, of all the stuff that he did. Come on, he killed people's brother, uncle, grandson.
Like, he definitely deserved that.
Son, just,
I hate to be like that. I'm not even that type of person, but he did way too much. He went way too, like, he took it there, so.
Oh, yeah.
Eye for an eye.
Oh, yeah. So,
and I feel like he deserved to have it really should have been worse.
Yeah.
If we really being honest.
But I heard a lot of people say that he wanted to die though.
Yeah.
Especially like people like I saw like the trials and everything, like even in real life during this trials he wanted to.
The chair, talk about Wisconsin, he got the chair, die. So yeah. Well, he got it. He got his wish. They should have made him suffer a little bit though.
Yes.
For real.
I was looking at the prison episode, like the prison scenes, and people treated him badly, but he also treated people badly. So
I don't care how they treated him. He got himself put in there. You know what he did, and that's
making fun of what he did. He just has no empathy.
No,
like
none.
He's
zero.
a demon. Like that lady said. What is her name? Rita Isbell. Satan. That's what he is.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Just a spawn of Satan.
Oh my goodness, just crazy. It's just unbelievable unbelievable. It's that he did all that. Like really, all this really happened in real life. Like that was a real person that really ate people and cut up their bodies and. So my stomach. I know. And he died in '94. So, crazy. It still gives me goosebumps and chills, and it's just
yeah, you sick.
That just tells you how crazy people are.
Yes, it is. So hopefully, Netflix comes out with another series that we can come on here and review. But right there, that's kind of what we overall think about the Dahmer series. So hope you all enjoyed.
Hope y'all enjoyed. So prepare yourself to watch it. Like I said, it's a warning, but it's a lot. So it's up to you if you want to watch it. So, but I hope y'all have a good day, and I'll talk to y'all later.
All right.